guys, it's Ruby, and today we are going to be trying the $45 all-you-can-eat weekend brunch here at Border Grill inside Mandalay Bay. They offer a variety of unique small plates along with bottomless beverages. Let's go check it out. Just got seated here at Border Grill for their all-you-can-eat brunch. Now this runs on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 3 p.m. The unlimited small plates are going to be $45. That doesn't include any beverages, but if you did want to do the beverage package, you can get micheladas, Bloody Marys, or mimosas for $28. So you need to drink, I would say, like 3 to make that worth it. Now, in terms of the plates, she did say they are very small tapas-style plates, but you can order as much as you'd like. There are 16 different menu items. I am starving. We're gonna try out everything and I cannot wait. Okay, we ordered. So we just grabbed the first 5 items all down the list, and we did ask to have everything for 2. I feel like the portions are actually really nice for 2 people. We'll be able to try everything and still have room to go. I'm gonna start right away. I am so excited. These are the spicy chicken tamales. So they have a guajillo pepper, an avocado balm, and salsa fresco. Oh, right on their little husks. Let's give this a shot, you guys. If you're not familiar with guajillo peppers, they have this really lovely heat. They're kind of like a paprika with a cayenne mixed together. It's very smoky. You can typically buy them dehydrated and then rehydrate and chop them up. They're very good with meat, and this is no exception. These tamales have a beautiful kick. The salsa on the top is very like tomatoey. It's got this kind of like saucy texture. And then the crema on top, that little bit of cream, is really cooling it down with a tiny bit of the avocado. The texture is marvelous, and the chicken is delicious. It's gonna be hard to top this already because I love tamales. On to the next plate. Let's do chiliquiles. Chiliquiles are gonna be like tortilla strips that they are gonna add into a thick sauce and serve it with eggs and salsa. This one also has guajillo peppers in it, guacamole, salsa. I really like chiliquiles, so I'm excited. The tortilla is still kind of crispy and crunchy. Got a good, great corn flavor. The salsa with the guajillo is excellent. It's really delicious. I like that we have scrambled eggs in ours. That's how I prefer to have with my chiliquiles. But I'm tasting a lot of the fresh pico de gallo in here. Like the cilantro's coming through, the onions. I'm tasting tomato coming through really fresh. So for being kind of a heavier dish like chiliquiles can be, this actually tastes really refreshing and light. And it's got some nice crunch and good texture. On to horchata French toast. Oh my gosh. Horchata is a cinnamon drink. It's like really creamy and really rich. If you've ever had rum chata, that's what it's based off of. This has a piloncillo syrup, which is kind of like a raw sugar like pack. It's hard to explain, but they break that down into a syrup in here. There's some cream. This looks delicious. Well, let's try. So this is a brioche French toast, and you can really taste the custard in this. This is a very soft, very creamy French toast. Like the whole inside's just like an eggy custard, essentially surrounded by an egg base. I'm tasting the cinnamon. I'm tasting the vanilla coming through. It truly does taste like horchata right on top of a French toast. It's good. Onto salmon and avocado toast. This looks very classic and traditional. There's cream cheese, there's salmon, I see capers, I see onions. It's all on a tiny little baguette. Again, I am very happy with this portion because this is like the perfect amount of toast for me to have with all this other stuff. Let's try it. Wow. I at first thought this was just gonna be a really simple dish and like one of the forgettable ones, but the flavor that they've done with that cream cheese and then that little bit of avocado under the salmon when you bite, it's giving such a great flavor. The capers are really coming through. This is salty and rich. The baguette is like a perfect toast, so when you're biting it, it's like that perfect crunch. It doesn't fall apart when you bite into it. I'm actually really surprised. I was not that excited to try this one, but it's kind of pulling through as one of the best I've had yet. This is really delicious. All right, the last dish, we have the conchas and jam. Conchas is a Mexican sweet bread. There's kind of this like crunchy, sugary crust around the outside, and they're serving them with jam and marmalades. I'm gonna pick up this pink one. So I'm expecting kind of a crunchy outside and a nice soft inside. That is such a good sweet treat. When you first bite it, At first you're just tasting kind of like a nice soft bread, but then the sugar starts melting in your mouth and it kind of sweetens it up, and then the jam is just like this fruity light addition. It's like a light, refreshing dessert. It's nothing like super, super heavy. You could easily have one of these with all the other plates you're trying and not feel overwhelmed, but it's just a nice and like delicate flavor. If you've never had a conchas before, I would definitely give it a try. This one's also a winner, so all of the dishes we've tried thus far were not only beautifully presented, but they were also really delicious. Also, everything came out in like 5 seconds. They served us so fast, so very pleased so far. We gotta order another round. Got our next round. Again, they came lightning fast. It's crazy, but I am so excited for this next one. So Diablo Chicken with a churro waffle. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing a bunch of red onions on the top. Let's try this one. That is like no chicken and waffle I've ever had. The chicken is really spicy, very spicy. So for those of you who don't like heat, you're not gonna like that. But what's really interesting and nice is on the back end, you're getting hit with a lot of cinnamon. So you're getting that heat and the texture of that crispy chicken. And then right after, it smooths out with this round of like cinnamon, and then you're getting a little sugar, and there's a fluffy, soft waffle underneath. I'm not even typically a chicken and waffle person, but this is so unique and an interesting dish, and it's good. I do like it. This chicken especially has like a really great flavor. I think if you are a chicken and waffle fan, this is an absolute must. All right, they're serving unlimited steak and eggs, which is so awesome. So this is a skirt steak. They serve it with potatoes, salsa, scrambled eggs, avocado. This is actually a large portion in my opinion. Oh, there's also black beans here as well. So let's give the steak a try. I'm gonna get a little bit of potato in there, just a little bit of avocado. That is a winner. That is absolutely delicious. Skirt steak is not an easy piece of meat to work with. You can overcook it really easily. This is not the case here. It's very easy to eat, soft. I'm tasting some char to it. The potatoes have a lovely flavor, and then you combine that with the black beans and the avocado and some egg. This dish alone is really good, and I would just order this at a restaurant. So it's awesome. You can have this, try a bunch of other things. This plate, I feel like I could get up full of just eating one of these. So it's really upping the value here, but I am definitely impressed with the skirt steak. It is very good. On to the breakfast tacos. Very excited. Flour tortilla, eggs, chorizo, potato, Oaxacan cheese. These are some stuffed tacos. I am so stoked. Let's give it a try. I really love tacos. This is my favorite so far. The flour tortilla tastes really fresh. It's really coming through. The chorizo is mixed up with the eggs. It's giving such a lovely texture, really mild heat. The cheese, they've really piled on the Oaxacan cheese. That is incredible. Their pico here is also very fresh. Like I can taste tomato, onion, cilantro, and it's all coming through really nicely. So this is excellent. This is definitely a must get if you're coming. I really like the breakfast tacos. Now we are trying the breakfast enchilada. This is something different. So it's a bacon jalapeno sofrito and scrambled eggs inside of an enchilada. Very curious, beautifully plated. Let's give it a shot. It's probably the only one I don't like so far, and it's just because they've got a cream cheese in here or a crema, and it's really overpowering everything else. To me, it's kind of like a crab rangoon, and I don't like crab rangoon. Some of you right now are like, yes, give me that immediately. The sofrito is really lovely. A sofrito is a sauce. It's kind of like garlic and onion and peppers. That's really nice. The texture of the enchilada is really good. But for me, that cream is just really overpowering everything. So this is the only one that's not my favorite thus far. Last round of these, we're doing the chef's special pancakes. Looks like a blueberry sauce. Oh, just cutting it, they look so fluffy. Let's give it a shot. This is the second time that the dish I was least excited for ends up being like a sleeper hit. Oh my gosh. The sauce is like a blueberry and raspberry coulis over the top, but the texture of this pancake is incredible. It is so airy and so fluffy and decadent. Don't sleep on the pancakes. Honestly, this round really killed it. I think the skirt steak, the tacos, and the pancake are blowing me away the most, but everything's been so solid. I'm super impressed so far. All right, you guys, last set of dishes, thank goodness, because quite frankly, I'm getting really full. I forgot to mention, 5 of the dishes out of the 16 are gluten-free. For my intolerant friends, you guys will love to hear that. We are gonna start with the most exciting one probably, which is the Barbacoa Benedict. This is barbacoa beef, a corn muffin, a poached egg, and a barbecue hollandaise. This is such an interesting take on Benny, so let's give it a shot. Again, I will say, I'm not really an Eggs Benedict girl, but I like that this is so different, so let's see how this is. Start with that one first if you're gonna order it. It is so incredibly rich, and I'm so full, but you guys, the barbacoa is tender. It's flavored really well. I do get the little bit of barbecue in the hollandaise sauce. That's coming through. The poached egg is perfect. It's creamy. It's soft. It's a perfectly executed dish. It's unique. It's like barbecue meets brunch. But again, very rich. So don't save that one till the end if you want to try it. Okay, we're going to try the Berea Hash. So this is, Berea is a chili braised beef. They're serving it here with scrambled eggs. There's a little bit of potato. It looks honestly just like a ton of Berea meat, which I'm not mad about. That tastes like your grandmother's stew meat, like delicious, perfectly prepared stewed meat with a very little hint of like a chili flavor, real subtle. This is very good. It's a safe option. If you're not trying to do anything experimental, this is really solid and really good. But I think the Benny was definitely more the unique choice here. They're both good though. Hard to say which one was better. Let's try the Churro tots. Churros are basically donuts. These look like fried donut holes, cinnamon sugar. It looks like a if it's the same raspberry sauce, it's gonna be incredibly delicious. Delicious. Very good. Tastes like a cinnamon sugar donut. I would save these for your dessert and have them last. They're solid. Not as good as the pancakes though. So if you're choosing between one or the other in the sweet options, go for the pancakes. Let's try a deviled egg. Now they are saying this is escabeche, which is interesting. As far as I know, escabeche is a Portuguese fish dish, but it's meant to be the preparation, which is cooked in an acid. So like ceviche. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm not the deviled egg connoisseur in this family, but I'm sure it's gonna be good. Instead of paprika, which you normally get in a deviled egg, you're getting this fresh pepper flavor that's really coming through. Peppers, like serrano peppers, I want to say, something like that is really coming through. And then the actual egg is just like pickled really nice. It's subtle. It's kind of on the back end, a little bit of a pickled flavor, vinegary. Super yummy, light, good option. Get a little protein in. Almost done. We're trying the Campechana. It's a shrimp cocktail. It's got a clamato, which is like the Bloody Mary mix, essentially. Tomato sauce, all on a little tortilla. Again, I'm not the shrimp connoisseur in this family, so we'll have somebody else try this once I'm done here, but let me give it a bite. That dish was not made for me. Not a shrimp fan, not a Bloody Mary fan. But if you like both of those things, it's basically that. It is a shrimp cocktail on a tortilla. It's prepared well, but not my favorite food. I'm excited for this one. This is my dessert here, a prickly pear chia parfait. Chia seeds are awesome. They are so filling, so I'm glad we saved them for last. They hydrate in anything you put them in. This looks like an almond milk base. Let's give it a shot. That is so lovely. It's very light, fresh. This is also vegan. The prickly pear is just that little bit on the top. It's a very mild flavor, but it's just kind of like a sweetness. But I can really taste the almond milk coming through in the seasoned chia. This was good. This is a nice, like, healthy option to round out if you want to enjoy that with your meal. The favorites here, I would say the Benedict is so unique and delicious. It's definitely worth a shot. The churro tots are also really good. And I like the deviled egg. Everything was pretty good, you guys, honestly. So finishing up this round and very satisfied. Just finished up our brunch at Border Grill. Now, I know $45 is kind of a lot, but I will say you get to have a nice, seated, pleasant, all-you-can-eat experience, and they were offering a really nice variety to all of the dishes. I would especially recommend sitting out on the patio. They had such a gorgeous view of the pool, and it was such a relaxing atmosphere. All in all, I give it 2 thumbs up. I really enjoyed it. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and we'll catch you all in my next review.